and then watching my TiVo of the UFC Ultimate Fighter finale from last night. This morning, I actually saw like Warcraft commercials. Like Warcraft was like a big sponsor for the UFC, so it's like two great tastes that taste great together for me. It was unbelievable.
You know what commercial I hate? There's a Warcraft commercial. It's a like a Jeep commercial or something, and it's, I don't know, I'm not sure what it's these guys like. All right, it's basically what it is I'm sorry, I'm pretending not to be distracted.
No, go ahead.
Talking and instead people are listening and saying, I'd rather just say I was distracted by something going on with the room. Somebody saying, "Wow, this guy can't even like string together words."
I love that part.
Him,
I love that part.
It's a commercial trying to capitalize on the whole Leroy Jenkins thing. And it's
I didn't even hear of it. Is it actually a Warcraft commercial?
It's a commercial for a Jeep, and they're playing Warcraft, and in the middle, the Jeep comes out of nowhere.
No, the guy, he summons four wheel drive Fury or something like that.
Does he really? Is it something like that?
Yeah. It's for like a Toyota Tundra. I think.
And then the other guy mimicking to every last syllable. The guy that says
Leroy Jenkins.
Damn it, Leroy.
Oh, okay.
The guy says, I gotta get a Jeep, or something like that. It might even be the same guy. Maybe they tracked him down. I don't know. It just annoyed me, though, for some reason.
The Jeep comes out of the dragon's stomach, right?
Oh, no, he attacks him. He goes flying through him, and that's what does it.
Then there's actually a good GameStop commercial, too. There's a GameStop commercial with this has two, I don't know if it's actually Warcraft characters, but they're just sitting there staring at a flame, and I love it because, like, it's just the kind of thing that, like, you notice on your screen when you walk away. There's just like a guy staring at his screen, like a big flame, and somebody standing in front of it staring at it. It's just rather than actual action going on.
I wish I would have seen that. Dude, in the old EverQuest, it was amazing that, like I told you, there were times I would wake up in the middle of the night and say, "Oh, I'm kind of awake. I'll play," and leave my then girlfriend, now wife, in bed and go log on and start playing. And part of that game there was a lot more waiting in that game for things to spawn. Mm-hmm. As it were, and I would get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to sit in front of my computer, much like the flames in the commercial you're discussing, and I would sit there and just stare at the screen, wait for this eagle thing to spawn, and when it would spawn, kill it, and then wait like another 10 minutes. And like I said, 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning. This is appropriate.
Didn't I rope you into that? I know. Our friend Dave roped me into it.
Roped me and you at about the same time.
I couldn't even walk straight in that game.
Oh, I love that game. I missed it. That's trying to get that game back is what got me into trying to play Warcraft.
Right.
I'm so psyched.
Dude.
What? Warcraft? What's up?
What is Alfredi again? A night elf?
I swear. I don't want to be inappropriate here, but I will polymorph you into a sheep if you do that again. No, I'm a human mage, my friend. A human mage.
I gotta just...
Sorry, I'm a night elf mohawk.
This is probably not entertaining to anybody, but I have to say that when we hardly ever get a chance to actually play the game together anymore, but when we do, there's nothing more like there's nothing, I don't know if it's demoralizing or just funny. There's nothing better than when I'm about to fight something and then Chris is behind me and all of a sudden the guy turns into a sheep. And there's just a sheep running around in front of me. It's like, you bastard, now I gotta kill a sheep.
And what are you, Bogzara?
I'm a human warrior.
Oh, of
Jerk
course.
off.
Of course.
Jerk off.
I'm arcane brilliant.
I'm a level 47 human warrior, for that matter. Newbies.
Noobs, seriously.
Civvies.
Don't mistake me for a noob, believe me. I'm never starting.
Oh, wait, so you're like a preemie then?
Yeah.
A pre-noob. A proob, if you will.
A tween.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I just wanted to say tween.
Sounds sexy. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying myself lately, having my Warcraft world be alive again.
Mr. T has like a Mohawk character, right? Is that the commercial?
That's the whole point about the commercial. It's something. It's a joke. All the geeks who play Warcraft laugh because it's so funny, and everyone else looks at it and says, "Why would there be a character called a Mohawk? That's stupid."
Just like the picture all over the internet of the big fat kid riding on, like, they superimposed a big fat kid riding a big dog, and it says, "I finally got a mount," and I finally know what it means now.
Yeah, we're really unbelievably cool. Everyone must love us and think we're fancy. Fancy free here on Best in Show, bestinshowradio.com, exclusively on something. You can call us on the hotline, 877-744-6405. Get us on the instant messenger, Best in Show Keith, Best in Show Brian, or Best in Show Chris. what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, so I told you. So these Warcraft commercials invaded the UFC. Like they were big sponsors of the event. UFC Ultimate Fighter finale last night. Did anyone check it?
I did. Yeah, go on.
No. What's
Very disappointed.
really? With the results or with the fights?
Just with the fights. At least the first 3 or 4, I was like, this is boring.
War Machine versus J-Rod was maybe the greatest fight I've ever seen in my life.
That was the best fight of the night. The comeback, his little comeback at the end, because you thought that that
Yeah,
black guy was going to win.
J-Rod, yeah, or J-Rock, I think is what his name is. But yeah, he was he was murdering him. He was beating the hell out of him. But if you watch the show, The Ultimate Fighter, War Machine's like the sad dude, like who has no family and he's got everything to fight for, like and he's kind of depressed, which is why he was crying at the end after he won, which was dramatic and beautiful.
How weird is that black guy's voice? Like it's so high and like.
Yeah.
You talking about Urkel?
No,
I wasn't listening.
No, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. So
he
weird.
does kind of have like a Mike Tyson-ish.
Yeah, you
quality.
understand. I'm addicted to that show. When The Ultimate Fighter ends, it's like one of my favorite shows. So I'm used to these guys. Like I'm used to all their radio stickers. I'm used to War Machine's lips being as big as like a garage. Like they're the hugest lips ever in America.
But what'd you think of the final fight versus Spears and Danzig?
Oh, what? You mean the tap out in a minute and 30 seconds?
That was
by the spoiler alert. Spoiler
What happened?
alert.
She covered a Misfits song and he got pissed off.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, it was a disappointing fight. I was not a fan of Mac. I wanted Mac versus George in the finals. That's what it should have been. But George got caught. He got poked in the eye and got knocked out.
I wasn't rooting for Mac all throughout this season. I wasn't rooting.
I
for
thought you were a huge fan of vegans, so you just support vegan fighters.
He was kind of like a jerk, no?
Yeah, I didn't particularly care for him. I didn't want him to win, but I mean, it was okay. It was good. It was in all 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, 4 fights, 3 or 4 fights that he had. 4 fights. Yeah, I don't think he broke a sweat once.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's worth that. Whether he's a likable person or not doesn't make a difference because likability doesn't have anything to do with it.
Now, didn't Dana White last season come out and give both guys 6-figure contracts, and he didn't do it this season?
I don't remember if he did it last year or not.
Or 2 years
who did
ago.
win last year? Do you remember?
One of the brothers of Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz versus.
Oh, really? I don't even remember that finale, to be honest with you.
I think he gave them both 6-figure contracts, and I was thinking like Spears was going to get
that. He did that the first year too. He did that with Forrest and Stephen Bonner.
Mm-hmm.
Forrest Griffin and Stephen Bonner did that the first year. I mean, if the guys put on a big fight, I got to be honest with you, that War Machine and J-Rock deserve contracts. So that was an outstanding back and forth fight. I love that.
Those elbows that J-Rock was giving. Ooh, my own.
Brutal. My own.
Now, I didn't see the Guido fight. The
Clay Guido.
Outside of my house last night?
Yes. Yeah, they went to the bar. They were hanging out. Mo, why are you looking at my rims?
Yo, you scratched my eye rock, bro.
I don't even think IROCs are cool anymore. You got to get an Escalade at this
IROCs are
point.
cool if you're going to a Slayer concert. Still, I think.
Sitting on 22s on an eye rock.
Who did that song? I got a Metallica T-shirt. I got a little tiny baby mustache.
It was Dead Milkmen, right?
No, it's not. It's not
Kid Rock.
That's not. That's not.
It's not Bitch and Camaro.
That's not Bitch and Camaro.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man, I can't remember it. Whatever.
But how was the Guido fight? How was that fight?
That was sick.
No, Clay Guido.
No, it was good. It was a very good fight. I got to be honest. I watched that one kind of almost half fast forwarded as we were setting up the room.
Who won?
Before.
Do you remember? Who won?
Roger Huerta.
Oh, you really?
He's on a six fight win streak. That's the words I'm thinking of.
And now, when I fell asleep, now Dana White was supposed to say something at the end of the show. It was supposed to be like an announcement.
I didn't get to the end of the show yet, so I don't know. That's what I said. I mean, we'll watch it. We could watch it together and talk about it afterwards and make believe we're on a show together.
Sure.
But I'm trying to think other UFC news. I'm trying to think. There was another great fight last night that I enjoyed. You didn't like the early fights.
Ben Sanders fought.
Ben versus Dan, whatever his name was.
Cabrero or something.
Yeah,
like
but that was a pretty good fight.
Yeah.
I like Ben. I like a dude who's going to go into a fight and smile about the fact that he's getting punched in the face. That he thinks it's great.
That dude is always smiling. I think he's on laughing gas.
I love that. Yeah, I was fond of that. And what's his name? Richie Hightower got knocked out by.
I can't even believe he lasted that long. That kid.
I mean, but he was fighting against the guy who was probably the second worst guy in the house. That's why Troy, whatever's it, Palomalo or whatever.
That was the only knockout of the night, right?
Yes, he stopped playing for the Steelers, and now he's actually an Ultimate Fighter. But it was good stuff. I enjoyed it. I was a big fan. Other UFC news, like I said, the big announcement was not made yet. Although I think I've read it online. Maybe it is. I'll let you know. Someone, if anyone's in the chat room, they could let us know. But the big pay-per-view for this month was supposed to be the two coaches from the Ultimate Fighter, Matt Serra defending his title against the former champion Matt Hughes, and